Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and a little demo of the latest release by Lime Crime, which is their lip pops. That's what they're called. They're basically satin lipsticks and they look as such. I've got 4 to show you all together. So they retail at £23, which is quite pricey considering they're just lipsticks. But I guess that's kind of in line with Lime Crime's kind of pricing. I bought mine in the UK from Feel Unique, where I had £5 off voucher through their Beauty Circle rewards, because every time you buy, you rack up points. And I think their loyalty system is actually pretty good. And thanks to you guys using my referral codes, I also had 20% off. So you help me, I help you. So altogether there are 8 shades, but like I said, I bought 4. I was not going to buy that ghastly yellow green looking one. That's not really my thing. If it's your thing, that's fine. I bought a variety of different shades that I thought that would work well against my brown medium skin tone. I'm actually wearing one right now just so that I can talk to you about the product before I show you actual lip swatches. This is in the shade called Oxblood and it is a beautiful colour, but I did cheat. I am wearing lip liner. I don't know about you guys, but I can't not wear lip liner. I have to line my lips nicely and then colour within the lines. I'm like that in colouring as well. I'm a control freak. And forgive me, I was wrong. I counted it wrong because I can't count. It's actually 9 shades altogether, not 8. So let me just read, as I always do, what their claims are from their website, and then I will let you know what my thoughts are. So it says that it is a lipstick with a twist. I will explain and I will show you in a moment what that means. Lip Pop's satin lipsticks give your lips silky smoothness while making them pop with colour. Take a break from matte lips and glide Lip Pops on to give a satin finish with buildable coverage. Coat your lips in just a hint of hue or saturate them in layers, whatever you want. Lip Pops also come in a sleek, twisty tube that easily retracts so that you can quickly apply colour onto your lips in seconds. All you gotta do is click the Lip Pop up, swipe it on, twist that bottom to the left to send it back down, then cap it for the next time you want to get lightweight, satiny lips ASAP. With buildable coverage, you can give your lips just a hint of a hue or saturated layers of colour. Sheens, condition and lock in moisture. Lemon lime scented so your lips look and smell yummy. And what its purpose is to refresh your lips with a moisturised satin finish and a hint of colour. It looks like a colourful ice pop has melted right onto your lips, only without the hot, sticky mess. And then they give you various ideas of how to use it, which ways to use it, obviously by using their own products. So yeah, I actually do agree with everything that they've written. There isn't a single thing that I can dispute on here. It does exactly as it says. It is a satin lipstick and it has got very soft buildable coverage, even though the more deeper the colour, for example this one that I'm wearing, you have to go in with a very light hand because it is quite a deep shade regardless. So if you did not want this kind of shade to be as intense, number 1, don't use lip liner like obviously I did, and number 2, you can always blot it off. It has like a glossy satin finish, I would say. As you can see, my lips look shiny-ish. It's got a nice amount of give and slip to it, but that also means it comes off very, very easily, very quickly, and it is something that you would definitely have to reapply a couple of times throughout the day, depending on what kind of shade you've used. For example, this one I'll probably only have to reapply once, but some of the more paler shades I would have to reapply a couple of times. It feels really nice and smooth. It feels really soft. It isn't sticky at all. It just glides really beautifully across the lips. It is a very nice, different kind of lipstick to use other than your normal matte kind of lipsticks. I'm personally a big fan of satin lipsticks just because I find that matte lipsticks sometimes can just be a bit too matte. I know that's a really stupid thing to say because it's obviously in the name, but sometimes they can accentuate texture on your lips, they can accentuate any dryness, they can actually create dryness as well. Whereas my lips feel incredibly moisturized wearing this, they feel lovely, it does not bleed, which is very important for somebody like me. Not everybody has that issue of bleeding lipsticks, I do, which is why you often don't see me wear lip gloss all the time, especially deeper shades. They tend to bleed on me very easily. It must have something to do with my skin type, I don't know, I've got normal combination skin. However, I always get bleed marks around my lips if I wear something which has got too much give to it and a bit too much glossiness and runniness to it. Well, I don't find that with these at all. I would personally give these a 10 out of 10. They deliver exactly the way that they are described and I have no issues with any of them whatsoever. They're a really great alternative to other normal kind of lipsticks. What I like also about them is the fact that they are buildable, so you can go for a very soft kind of look and then you can build it up to something something looking a lot more juicy. It definitely makes your lips look fuller as well because it has got that hint of sheen. So for those of you, for example, who've got much more smaller lips than, for example, I've got fairly largish lips. You will like these because the light will refract from your lips and make your lips look immediately fuller. Like they said, you can coat your lips in just a hint of hue or saturate them in layers. I also like the fact that even though it can wear off quite quickly, it leaves a really nice stain on the lips as well. So for example, let's say, I mean, I've done this loads of times. I've put lipstick on, I've forgotten to take it in my handbag or my purse with me during the day, and even though I've not been able to touch it up, I like the fact that it leaves a nice stain behind. I hate lipsticks that leave like patchiness behind, or they wear off and they just leave the rim around. I hate that. This one universally comes off altogether, so you won't get that gross rim unless you are wearing lip liner like I am. I'm wearing one of the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, the Pillow Talk Intense, because it was a berry shade, and I felt that that just went really nicely with this lipstick. But like I said, I will show you lip swatches and I will show you what this looks like without the lip liner as well. Now, in terms of its scent, it has got a lemony lime scent, but it's not overly strong. So it's just more of it's a very subtle kind of scent to it, and I don't mind it. Now, for those of you that hate scented lipstick, hate scented products in general, even still, you won't hate this because it's not overpowering, it's not obvious, and you can't smell it at any point unless you literally go like this, and then you can smell it. So this is what it looks like up close. It comes in a plastic tube, like they say. Then you remove the lid, and in order to get the lipstick to come out, you just have to press the bottom, and then the lipstick comes up. And now all you have to do to get it to twist back in, you twist it in one direction and it immediately just pings back inside. There is a spring inside it and you can hear it. So that way it keeps everything really nice and neat and tidy, and you don't accidentally smush your lipstick inside the lid either. So it is a little bit gimmicky, but it's quite a cute gimmicky and I like it. I like the fact that, you know, it very easily just slips back inside and you don't have to worry about ruining your lipstick at all. Also, it moisturizes your lips, it conditions your lips as well. It feels really nice and comfortable on the lips, which is the most important thing. So overall, I'm really happy with these lipsticks, and I'm going to go through them one by one to show you which ones I got. This is what the box looks like. It's got yellow and then it's got pink around the other side, and it just says lipstick with a twist on one side. And then all the colours are shown on the bottom of the tube, and then their names are written on there as well. So I got the shades Oxblood, Macaroon, Firecracker and Cold Brew. So they are all very, very different shades, which I intentionally bought for the purposes of the review because I wanted to show you a variety of shades rather than samey, samey, samey. Because let's be honest, a lot of us wear samey, samey colours. There's nothing wrong with that. However, in terms of reviewing makeup, and I only wanted to buy 4 because like I said, £23 each is expensive. Even though I got discounts on top of it, I still didn't want to buy more than was necessary. So I'm going to remove this now, and I am going to come back with completely clear lips. Now, one thing you do have to bear in mind is because they are buildable, they start off fairly sheer. It depends on what your natural lip color is as well, which will determine how this lipstick will show up on your lips. That can be like that with a lot of lipsticks. However, if you are Caucasian, you'll more than likely have got naturally pinky lips. So these colors will show up you on a certain kind of way. If you're Asian like me, or South Asian, more than likely you've got two-toned lips, because I know I do. I know that my bottom lip is a lot more pink and my top lip is a little bit more purpley brown. And if you've got deep or black skin, you'll also have a certain type of lip color. So bear in mind, the way that you see this on me will only be reflected on you if you've got similar skin tone to mine. If you haven't, they will show up very differently, and it will be important for you to check out other reviews of people who've got similar skin tones. This is very easy to remove. It doesn't take much, literally just a little bit of Vaseline and a tissue, and it comes off very nicely and easily. Alright, so I've removed my lipstick. I've got a little bit of foundation around the edges, but here you can see what my natural lip color is. My lip color is naturally like a deepish pink on the bottom, and up the top is similar but a little bit darker. So the first shade that I'm going to show you, I'm going to go from lightest to deepest, also because I was wearing the deepest shade and that's how I obviously want to end the video. This first shade is called Cold Brew and is described as a cool taupe brown. It's quite pale. Alright, so this is the first shade, Cold Brew, and I'm sure you guys will agree it's lovely. It's absolutely perfect, everyday brown girl nude. So it's even nuder than nude, if that makes sense. And what I love about the way this applies, it feels like I'm applying a really lovely balm to the lips. It's got that lip balm sort of feel to it. But then eventually what happens is it gets a little bit drier and then it doesn't feel so balm-like, if that makes sense. So it feels lovely. I can smell it actually as I apply it, but then in a couple of minutes the smell will be gone. However, absolutely beautiful colour. I think it looks gorgeous. I think it goes actually quite nicely with the makeup that I'm wearing today. So that is the first shade. And then again, all I have to do is this and it's gone. Alright, so the next shade I'm going to use is called Macaroon, and this is described as a pale nude. Okay, so this is Macaroon. Again, an absolutely beautiful colour. Even though it's described as a pale nude pink, on me it's definitely more of a peachy sort of pink. One thing I have noticed with this kind of shade, which has got kind of a milky look to it, it does tend to settle within the lines of your lips. But thankfully, because it's not a liquid lipstick, so it's not stuck there, all you have to do is this, and it immediately smooths things out. But that's just something to bear in mind in case you're wondering how it performs. Again, this is another one of those lipsticks that you have to reapply throughout the day. However, it is a nice alternative to the previous one, which is more of a brownie sort of shade, and this is more on the kind of peachy, pinky sort of shade. This is an absolutely stunning colour. I absolutely love it. Alright, so this next shade I'm going to use is a bright red shade, which is described as a poppy red shade, which I would agree with, is called Firecracker. So this is a Firecracker, perfect name for this kind of shade. It's absolutely lovely. It's not a full-on in-your-face red. It's definitely like a soft red. I would call it a poppy red as it's described. Absolutely gorgeous colour. Feels lovely on the lips, looks beautiful, would look amazing on all skin tones, and I love this one as well. Okay, and the next and final shade I'm going to show you guys is the one I was wearing at the beginning of the video, which is called Oxblood, and it's described as a deep oxblood red. Now, on me, I would definitely say it shows up as a very deep berry shade, which you guys have obviously seen already. So again, it will depend on what your natural lip colour is as to how it actually shows up on your lips. If you've got naturally very pink lips, it will definitely run more red. And if you've got lip colour like mine, maybe a bit more plum. And if you've got much deeper lips, it will definitely come up as more of a browny sort of red. So there we have it, and this is the final shade. Absolutely gorgeous, very deep berry looking on my skin tone anyway. So there we have it. That's the final shade, which is called Oxblood. Gorgeous, beautiful, very rich colour, absolutely stunning. You can imagine exactly how it will look when it starts to wear off. It will look very kind of subtle, like you've just bitten sort of lips. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Okay, so that's it for my review of the brand new Lip Pop Satin Lipsticks by Lime Crime. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.